I thought my life was a dream come true. I was right, of course, except that dream was a nightmare.
I'm fine.
You sure?
It's just hard when you get married at 14, you know?
I followed the rules, don't let them see you, be home by midnight, but my godmother never mentioned this part.
What am I up to now? Other than being pregnant? My biggest problem these days is trying to figure out who the father is.
Oh, you didn't mention meeting two princes.
Princes? My prince and I broke up years ago after some infidelity problems.
So if it's not the prince?
I live with 7 men. Enough cold nights will get you knocked up and confused in no time. You think we would have learned after just one, but no.
You have another kid?
Somewhere between 12 and 17 of them. With the dwarves and all, they can get hard to keep track of. That and I left school to marry a prince when I was 14, so I missed out on the basic things, like counting and birth control.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sure. The divorce was hard. I definitely envy people who took more than a night to get to know the guy, like Ariel. But then she drowned, so I figured none of us had a sense of reality to balance out our happiness.
Ariel drowned?
Yeah, those weak little lugs were nothing against the Hudson.
What happened after that?
Well, I found out I had little to live for anymore, so I became the president of So This Isn't Love for All Ladies Overcoming Naive Endings, or Still Alone for short. It's a divorcing women's club.
Turns out that love at first sight thing isn't enough to create a foundation.
The Beast had pretty toxic anger issues.
We support each other through the harsh realities of modern dating.
I have Tinder!
How are you holding up these days?
I don't think I've been myself. Ever since I got caught up in,
Pixie dust.
is that what they're calling it these days? The Ice Palace? That melted years ago. Something about global warming. The polar bear fund dried up and I was out of there. I live here now. It's modest, but I get along. Things with her didn't work out. In the end, I'm just grateful I didn't end up like Alice.
What happened to Alice?
Oh, she went
Off with their heads.
So, what happened?
I had a Britney moment. Get out of here! You don't know my story! You don't know what I've been through! Get out!
Do you think that losing your parents at a young age contributed to how you turned out?
You mean a lesbian? I mean, all of our parents are dead, right? If you think about it, most of our so-called love stories are only a few days long. So I don't get why people are so shocked when most people take years to figure out their own sexuality. Oh, it's Elsa. Hi, baby. You have what? Is it hot in here?
Are you ashamed of how you turned out?
I'm not proud. I don't think any of us are proud.
You think I asked for this? Some old lady gave me an apple, and next thing you know, I'm being swept away by the weirdo from the well. Talk about a hangover.
You'd think the reality check would have set in after the exploding pumpkins and mouse horses.
We've all hit points of crazy. At one point I thought the cutlery could talk.
We're all mad here.
Life didn't care about our plans. I thought happy endings were more of a
One and done sort of thing.
Life just kept going. Are we done here? I need to make dinner for 24. A few years ago, I turned my mom into a bed, but since then my life's been normal as far as I can tell. See, my life is terrific.
So you don't have any traumatic love story?
No,
No disappointing endings?
don't think so.
Any addictions or...
No, I think I just accepted my life isn't a fairy tale.
She's useless. Get her out.
So I'm dead?
Yes, Jessica. Unfortunately, you slipped on some oat milk at Trader Joe's and hit your head on a stand of organic blueberries.
And where am I?
Well, this is the place between the afterlife and the physical world.
So where do I end up then? Heaven? Hell? Purgatory?
Unfortunately, you have some unfinished business on Earth. Roughly a year ago, you made a promise to one Michael Johnson.
You are such a nightmare. I swear to God, I'm going to make you miserable.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but he gets the waffle maker.
I'm the one who uses it anyway.
You're such a liar. I use it all the time to make breakfast for you.
It's called lunch when you wake up in the afternoon.
Now, this promise to make your ex-husband miserable must be fulfilled. I simply cannot let you move on to the afterlife unless you do so. We take things like promises to God very seriously here.
Seriously? I can't move on from here because of a stupid thing like that? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Those are the rules. Promises must be fulfilled. So, if you have no further questions, I'll be sending you back to Earth now.
Wait, alive?
No, as what your people might call a ghost. You'll be invisible to everyone but the target of your promise.
This can't be happening. I can't be a ghost.
It won't be that bad. You'll have plenty of time to read and play with little Earth knickknacks. I mean, I'm quite fond of thumbtacks myself.
So being a ghost won't be that bad because I can play with thumbtacks? Okay, so if I do fulfill my promise, if I do make Michael miserable, then I can move on to the afterlife?
Yes, you would move on.
Then I'll do it! How do I get back to frickin' Earth?
You just walk through that door over the...
Where am I? Is this Michael's house? Ugh, I hate this place. I need to get out of here as soon as possible. Ugh, I need to make him miserable. That shouldn't be too hard. Ugh, I need to hit him where it hurts. What does he even care about? His stupid, ridiculously expensive exercise bike that he never even uses? His soccer games? Ugh. No. The waffle maker. Where is that? Yes. Finally, it's mine!
Jessica? Wait a second. You're dead. This can't be happening. You're dead.
Obviously.
Then how? Why?
I just really wanted this.
Wait a second. You came back from the dead because you wanted a waffle maker?
Well, I'm not technically back from the dead, but I'm certainly not alive. And yeah, I'm just really fond of this thing.
I've really gone crazy this time.
Sure.
You're still here?
I'm not going to disappear.
Why are you really here? Are you, trying to haunt me or something?
Kinda.
Is a notebook I can burn or something? Because I really don't want to be haunted by you.
No, I'm a ghost and you can't tell me what to do anymore.
You're such a child.
Maybe so, Mikey. I'm gonna go sleep in your bed.
I really lost it. You're still here.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, well, I have work to do.
Oh, I know. Ooh, Zoom meetings today, huh?
Don't. You know how much my work means to me?
Oh, I'm aware.
This is gonna be such a nightmare.
Breakfast?
Oh, sure. Thanks.
Oh, I can get that for you.
Thanks. So it's been 3 weeks now, and it's been sort of nice at times, but don't you have other things to do?
I mean, you're the only one who can see me, so I might as well hang around here.
Wait, why am I the only one that can see you?
Because I made a stupid promise to make you miserable, and those idiots upstairs won't let me move on to the afterlife until I fulfilled that.
So your entire goal is to make me miserable? Seriously? Do these last 3 weeks mean nothing to you?
I didn't choose for it to be this way. I wish I had never said anything. I wish I could just move on from all of this.
So I have to be miserable because of your terrible decision. No, I'm not gonna let you ruin my life because you want to go to heaven or something. I'm gonna make sure you are stuck here forever. I am so happy. I'm so happy.
You are such a monster!
Hey, Jessica, look, I just wanted to talk. I'm really sorry for saying I would keep you here forever. I didn't actually want to make you feel so bad. And I know I was horrible in divorce, but I don't actually want you stuck here forever. I want you to move on. And I mean, honestly, you're probably not going to the best place anyways, because we all know you're not the best person, but anyways, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. Jessica, why are you ignoring me? I rehearsed a monologue for like an hour at the park. Jessica, I feel really bad. I feel miserable. Oh.
What happened?
Welcome back, Jessica. You have successfully fulfilled your promise and will now move on to the afterlife.
Oh, but...
But what?
Never mind. Thanks.
You know when life just screws you over? And no matter what you do, things just get worse and worse and worse. That's when the real monsters come out.
Mayday, Mayday. This is the ship Bright Hope. We have been boarded and we've lost all control of all the major power systems, and all we have is the bridge. The intruder is immensely powerful and security has been completely compromised. We don't know where they are at the moment. If anyone can hear us, please help.
I have a bad feeling about this.
This is a war we're fighting. You signed up for this the day you joined the rebellion.
Alright, looks like the bridge should be over there.
Who are you? Senior Lieutenant Blair, sir. Are you okay, soldier?
Yes.
What happened here?
Oh, it all happened so fast. The lights started flashing and then the sirens went off and
It's okay. Just need to check on the bridge and we'll be right back.
No!
Alright, come on. Just keep your head up. We don't know what's out there.
The file should be downloaded on the main console. Sweet, the file's still here. Looks like the intruder can't get past the encryption.
Can you get past it?
Please, don't mock me.
Good. If the Empire got a hold of this, there's no telling what would happen. The rebel base might be destroyed.
Alright. Downloading files now.
Hey, can you access the security footage? As much as I hate to see it, we need to know what happened. General Syndulla told stories of such destruction once before. Sinister agents of the Empire splitting through troops with soldiers. We need to confirm if the agents are still active.
Yeah, sure, the cams look fried out there, but whatever footage they did catch should still be in here.
I better get her back to the ship. You good to stay here?
Yeah, I'll bring you the file with whatever footage I can dig up. James, do you copy? James, do you copy? James.
James here, what's going on?
Give me the file.
Secrets are mine and
Ready the probe droids, and inform Lord Vader I have the intel he's looking for. This will be the end of the rebellion.
Hello and welcome to Golden Chef, the toughest cooking show around. I'm your host and judge, Rorden Gamzee, and this is my co-host and co-judge, Guff Doldman.
Yeah, the bank's gonna take my house if I don't do this. Not that it matters. Let's meet this week's contestants.
Standing at 6'2", 250 pounds is Chef Demi Jean, the holder of 2 Michelin stars and long-standing champion of Golden Chef.
And standing at 4'11",
Wait, 4'11"? That's a typo? I'm 5'11".
who cares? Standing at 4'11" and 25 pounds is Chef Doyerby.
The rules are as follows. Each contestant must make a dish using our trademark golden ingredient. After that, the judges will sample the dish, make their verdict, and crown the Golden Chef.
And this week's golden ingredient is... drumroll please.
Wait. Are we supposed to do the drum roll?
Pancake mix.
On your marks, get set, cook! Chef down! Is this the end for Doyer V?
Not if I have anything to say about it. Get up!
I can't go on.
Get up! If I have to be here, so do you.
Oh. I don't even care about winning. I'm just here to make friends. I hope me and Demi Jean can get along.
Friends? Are you kidding me? I got this in the freaking bag. DeVoe doesn't know what's gonna hit him.
So, Chef Demi Jean, how's it going? How's it coming along?
Perfect. I'm just trying to get a nice sear on these pancakes, you know?
Wow, looks great. Wouldn't expect anything less from a 2-time Michelin star.
What are you doing?
Cooking.
Okay. What do you call that?
I'm preparing the mixture. It needs to be thoroughly tenderized.
Awesome. Cool. Ask me if I care.
Do you care?
Not particularly.
Ah! My finger!
Sorry, man.
I'm bleeding! My finger's gone! My cooking is ruined!
You're fine, man. Me too. I don't want to be here, and neither do you, probably. I'll see you after the break.
Are you tired of boring old lemonade stands? Well, come on down to the Satanic Lemonade Stand.
1 cup and your soul will be mine.
Now available on your local street corner. Any corner. Coming soon to a store near you.
Welcome back to Golden Chef. Let's check in with our contestants. What do you have, Demi Jean?
Today, chefs, I wanted to channel my childhood from rural Pompeii, so I made seared pancakes with a garnish of charcoal.
Wow, this is really good. I love how you can really taste the char. It adds a nice smoky bite to the pancakes.
Sheesh. Seems like my ex is cooking.
This is my dish. I have made you pancake tartare with a stuffing of meatloaf.
The texture of this dish is very refined. It kind of reminds me of a risotto.
Yeah, I'm not desperate enough to eat this yet.
Well, I think we're ready to make our verdict. Or, well, we would be if the contestants were both so good.
I'm sorry, what?
I can't decide. I like them both.
You have got to be kidding me.
You know what? Here, because I like you all so much, you both get a trophy. Everyone's a winner.
That means we can be friends after all!
Are you kidding me? I've had enough. I won this competition fair and square, and I made the better man.
No. Actually, you all are the worst. Listen, I can barely afford rent to keep the lights on. I just got dumped twice, and I can barely afford food for a day. So actually, I'll be taking these, and I'll be taking the prize money too.
Well, actually, I can't give that to you right now. It's in an account in the Cayman Islands.
Huh, how convenient. You should send me there too.
My precious.
This is Channels Television's breaking news.
Good evening, my name is Cronkite Walter, and we come to you now with breaking news. The Chicago Bears have been mauled by a bear escaped from the Lincoln Park Zoo. It was in a mall in Chicago. That's right, there was a mall mauling of the Chicago Bears by a Chicago bear. The Chicago Cubs have declined to comment.
Oh, Deborah. Oh, I suppose that's Henry home from work.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, you're home early.
You know, I would have been home sooner if it weren't for the Henderson's dog. It got out again thanks to the shoddy gardening of those hedges that they use instead of a fence. I mean, dang, how hard is it to put some wood and wire in front? You know, those two are a real piece of work. You know, if I catch them trimming that god-awful tree of theirs near my roses one more time, we are moving. I say moving. And have you seen their garden? It's a disgrace to the neighborhood.
Henry, please lower your voice.
Don't even get me started on their petunias. I mean, what kind of dog water fertilizer are they using over there? And that kid of theirs, well, he's a real piece of work. He plays on that little league team with our son Jimmy. Jimmy is such a good boy. Why can't he be more like Jimmy? You know, sometimes I catch him out on their back porch with Dan's lighter, just lighting and unlighting, lighting and unlighting, lighting and unlighting. You know, if I catch that kid lighting and unlighting that lighter near my roses one more time, we are moving. I say moving.
Please, lower your voice.
Well, you know, I feel like this is a loud voice kind of topic, Deb. You know, those two. Oh, I am so upset and frustrated with them. You know, if I have to talk to those awful neighbors of ours one more time, we are moving. I say moving.
Honey, please lower your voice because Dan and Jill are in the kitchen sipping on your lemonade.
Well, I hope it's good lemonade.
Hannah G, Hannah J, Josh. This is the final rose. When you're ready.
Hannah G.A. as in Jim?
Hannah, do you accept this rose?
Always.
Mom, what am I supposed to do? The dance is this Saturday and I really want Carter to take me.
Why don't you just ask him already?
That's not how the game's supposed to be played. Quick, here he comes. Quick, act natural. Hey, Carter. Do you think he noticed me?
It was kind of hard not to.
Yes, I am very fond of Boase. I like the way that they're contained. You don't have to worry about where you're going, or whether you're going at all.
boats are safe areas in the game of tag. I think I'll spend most of my life on boats.
Is he talking about tag? I cannot play tag today.
I can't spend the rest of my life on a boat. I get seasick.
It's true, Vanessa. Your long-lost husband is alive. I found him in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
What? How can this be? Wyoming doesn't exist.
Yes, but we found his profile on farmersonly.com.
My love, my darling, my dearest. If my long-lost forgotten husband is truly alive, our love must die.
But my love, my only, think of us, our love.
I'm pregnant.
Hi, I'm Jonathan, and this is Bethany. I'm the CEO of a paper folding company, and we're looking for a log cabin on the Italian coast. We need it to have 5 bedrooms and 15 bathrooms. Our budget is $2.
We also want a house that's open and airy. Oh, and a pool. That's non-negotiable.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight. A dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
We bring you now to a seemingly ordinary day at a seemingly ordinary high school in small-town America. The place where you can feel like nothing will ever go wrong. But for young Amos Hansen, a seemingly normal high school student, something has gone very wrong. Because no matter how safe you feel, you'll never really be safe in the Twilight Zone.
It's all fake! It's all fake! Don't you see the cameras, the lights? Don't you see them? It's a TV show! If they change the channel, we could die!
And here we see a chevron of Canadian geese on the migratory flight path down the Rocky Mountains. Geese migrate south every year in large groups of multiple mated couples. The gander, the male goose, is one of the most protective birds in North America, as they often charge perceived threats as big as a deer when their mate or nest is threatened, and with a wingspan of up to 5 feet, they can be quite intimidating. Mated pairs of a gander and a goose together for up to 20 years, and always take the same path south. These geese make several stops along the way to eat